passing of Janey Godley at 63 leaves a profound void in the comedy world, a world she had transformed with her humor, authenticity, and boundless energy. Her journey was one of resilience, laughter, and an openness that resonated deeply with audiences, both in her native Scotland and far beyond. Her humor had a sharp edge, and her presence was unmistakable. Whether she was delivering biting satire, poking fun at herself, or simply speaking her mind, Janey embodied an authenticity that many admired, and her voice became an unforgettable force in modern comedy. Janey's death, surrounded by loved ones at the Prince and Princess of Wales Hospice in Glasgow, was a moment she approached with the same openness she had shown throughout her career. Her manager, Chris Davis, confirmed the news with a statement filled with love, respect, and admiration, capturing the spirit of a woman who had touched countless lives. "It is with great sadness that we announce the death of our client, Dr. Janey Godley, on November 2nd, he shared, highlighting her passing in a manner that showed how deeply her presence will be missed. Janey died peacefully in the wonderful Prince and Princess of Wales Hospice in Glasgow, surrounded by her loved ones. She will be hugely missed by her family, friends, and her many fans. She will be remembered for her legendary voiceovers of Nicola Sturgeon during the pandemic, her hilarious and outspoken comedy, but most of all for just being Janey." This final sentiment, for just being Janey, captures the essence of a comedian whose life was as real, raw, and unfiltered as her comedy. Janey had a way of letting her audience into her world, sharing not just the jokes but the truth behind them too. Her story wasn't just about the laughter she brought. It was about the connection she created, the honesty she offered, and the strength she displayed, even when the spotlight dimmed. Janey was more than just a comedian to those who followed her. She was a friend, a mentor, and a reminder of the power of humor to heal, connect, and empower. For Janey, the journey to the stage was a complex one. Her life wasn't always filled with laughter. It was marked by hardship and adversity. Growing up in Glasgow, she experienced a life that was often tough, filled with challenges that would have broken many others. But instead of letting life's difficulties consume her, Janey channeled her experiences into her work, finding humor in her struggles and turning pain into a way to connect with others. She became known for her raw, unapologetic style, delivering humor that was as gritty and authentic as the life she led. Her comedy was, in many ways, a reflection of her journey. A journey filled with love, loss, resilience, and above all, a fierce determination to make people laugh. Her daughter, Ashley's story, has been a significant part of Janey's life and career. Over the years, Ashley not only followed in her mother's comedic footsteps but also became her strongest advocate and supporter. During Janey's final months, Ashley became her voice, sharing updates and expressing the love and pride she felt for her mother. After Janey's passing, Ashley took to social media to honor her mother's memory with a heartfelt message. In a raw, black-and-white video, she expressed the depth of her loss, sharing the final moments she spent with her mother and the gratitude she felt for those who had supported them through these difficult times. Ashley's tribute was a reminder of the bond they shared, a bond that went beyond mother and daughter and extended into friendship, partnership, and mutual admiration. "My mum, Janey Godley, died this morning around 7, Ashley shared in the video, her voice heavy with grief yet steady with strength. "She was with friends and family, and I wanted to tell you face to face because it felt very much what she would have wanted." These words, spoken with such honesty and love, echoed the relationship Janey had with her audience, a relationship built on trust, openness, and a shared understanding of life's complexities. Ashley's message continued with a heartfelt thank you to the hospice staff, who had cared for her mother with compassion and dignity, as well as to the found family who had surrounded Janey in her final days, offering love, support, and comfort. Janey's humor was not just a gift to her audience but a reflection of her resilience. Her career in comedy began in a world that wasn't always kind to women, let alone those who dared to challenge norms and speak out with boldness and clarity. But Janey had a way of defying expectations, of pushing boundaries, and of making people see the world from a new perspective. She didn't shy away from difficult topics. Instead, she leaned into them, using humor as a way to confront, question, and ultimately connect. Her comedy wasn't just about making people laugh. It was about making them think, making them feel, and making them see the humanity in one another. Janey found viral fame during the COVID-19 pandemic with her now iconic voiceovers of then First Minister Nicola Sturgeon's briefings. These voiceovers, filled with humor and satire, provided a moment of lightness amid the uncertainty and fear of the pandemic. For many, Janey's voice became a source of comfort, a reminder that laughter could still be found even in the darkest times. Her parodies struck a chord with audiences far beyond Scotland, capturing the frustration, the absurdity, and the resilience of a world turned upside down. Nicola Sturgeon herself acknowledged the impact of Janey's work, sharing a touching tribute after her passing. Sturgeon's words reflected not only the bond that had developed between them, but also the broader influence Janey had on public discourse and on the lives of those who followed her work. In her tribute, Sturgeon described Janey as a force of nature and one of the funniest people she had ever known. She recalled visiting Janey in hospice just weeks before her passing, a visit filled with laughter despite Janey's frailty. The strength and humor Janey displayed in those final moments were a testament to the person she was, a person who could find laughter even in the face of death. Sturgeon's words captured the profound impact Janey had, not only as a comedian but as a friend and ally during one of the most challenging times in recent history. She acknowledged the role Janey played in spreading crucial public health messages, noting that Janey's voiceovers had reached a wider audience and likely helped save lives by making complex information accessible and memorable. Janey's ability to find humor in her struggles extended to her battle with cancer. In 2021, she shared the devastating news of her ovarian cancer diagnosis, opening up to her fans with the same honesty and openness that had defined her career. Initially, there was hope, a moment of celebration when she announced that there was no evidence of disease. But shortly after, her cancer returned, spreading to other parts of her body. Despite the setbacks, Janey remained determined to continue her work. In a conversation with Lorraine Kelly, she shared how comedian Jimmy Carr encouraged her not to give up, reminding her of the power she held to make people laugh. His words motivated her to carry on, even as her health declined and she embarked on a new tour. The decision to cancel her "Why Is She Still Here" tour in September was a difficult one. It was a moment of surrender, an acknowledgement that her body could no longer withstand the demands of her career. She shared this news with her fans, speaking candidly about the spread of her cancer and her transition to end-of-life care. In her message, she expressed her gratitude for the love and support she had received, not just from her family and friends but from the countless fans who had followed her journey, offering words of encouragement, solidarity, and love. Her openness about her condition, her decision to spend her final days surrounded by loved ones, and her willingness to share even her most vulnerable moments became a powerful part of her legacy. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Do tell us. Thanks for watching.